Hello friends, and welcome back to another episode of All Hands on Declan. I'm your host, Declan, Europa-Quantoi, and I just want to comment on all the great feedback that we got about our last video where we hiked up to Upper Dewey, the Devil's Punch Bowl in Skagway, Alaska. A lot of people called Rory and I reckless, unprepared, ill-equipped, and you know what? Fair enough, but it got me thinking. There was a time where I was filming all of this content and I didn't really know what to do with it, until now. So I'd like to take you back 2 years ago when I was stranded in Juneau, Alaska. I was staying in a hotel called the Baronoff. And my first morning there, I woke up and I said, before breakfast, I'm just going to take a quick little walk. I said I'll walk 10 or 15 minutes. It was anything but. I ended up walking for 4 hours to a place called the Glory Hole. And when life gives you a pathway to the glory hole, you absolutely have to take it. And if you thought that Rory and I were unprepared for our last hike, you ain't seen nothing yet. Jeans, t-shirts, no water, no food. Let's go. What is happening, players? What a strange time it is. And I thought this morning I'm just gonna take a quick walk, just stretch my legs, get some fresh air. It was not that simple, it was never gonna be that simple. I came across a hiking trail and I was like, you know what? I can do 15-20 minutes of this walk. Only to discover that the trail that I found was just the trail to get to the trail. And then I find the actual hiking trail and I was like, I've been walking for 40 minutes already? There's no way I'm stopping now. This trail is actually called Perseverance Trail. And you know what? That just sounds like... Oh, this doesn't look good. Danger. So I just walked by a sign that says it's gonna be another 3 miles. Thank God I'm South African and don't actually know that conversion to kilometers. It could be 20 minutes. It could be another 4 hours. Let's find out. Now this is a majestic land. And upon that I've made a discovery. Alaska's first road. Let's see where it takes us. Now, I don't need much right now. I'm having a great time. The fresh air is immaculate. Food is for losers. There's just one thing that would be really, really great right now. So what are the odds that this trail will take me down there? I just need a sip. I just need one sip. Doing this without water was a mistake. And I'm paying. I am suffering the consequences of my actions. Holy crap, hang on. There is like a tiny little stream of water. Yes. That's cold. I've come to the most literal definition of a fork in the road. So Mount Juneau is that way, but Perseverance Trail continues that way. I've never been more conflicted in my life. I don't think I have what it takes to do Mount Juneau, not today. Also, at some point we've got to visit the Glory Hole. You know what I didn't do? When that map was in front of me, I didn't actually look where this freaking trail ends. I could just walk for days and I wouldn't freaking know. Idiot! That's what I am. And yet, my indefatigability and my perspicacity has led me on a hiking trail that I have not yet given up on. It's been anywhere between an hour or two even. I don't see an end in sight, really. Well, it's been less than 2 minutes and I'm eating my words almost immediately. I have found a definite clear end in sight. Apparently the rest of the trail is closed, so that is very upsetting. I feel like I was robbed. I feel like I was sold a false bit of goods. They are offering me a different choice though. The Red Mill Trail. I don't think I have it in me. But I also don't see me giving up anytime soon. Wow, it just got really loud. That's it, man. This is what we came for. I'm going to the Red Mill Trail because apparently I might have the opportunity to go to the glory hole. And how can you pass up on such things? Alright, we've come to the first point in the, I want to say 2 hours, but I don't even think it's been that long. I'm going to say 2 hours. We've come to a point where my indefatigability is finally being tested. I am feeling fatigued, simply because the route now is going uphill. And that doesn't make me feel good. This is when water is needed. This is when proper hiking apparel is required. But hey, who needs all that when you've got an undying spirit? Now, some people will say, how desperate will Declan Europa-Quantoi get before he loses his mind? I pose you the question, how innovative do I have to be to prove you all wrong? Ugh. Let's keep going. That mountain water obviously had crack cocaine in it, because, yeah, let's freaking go. You know, there comes a natural point where you're like, am I even on a hiking trail anymore, or am I on my way to certain doom? If ever you, in your life, find yourself on a pathway to a glory hole, I suggest you take it, because take a look at that. The glory hole! You know, despite everything, I think the biggest lesson that I learned is that 3 miles is a lot longer than 30 bloody minutes. My friends, I just want to say thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of All Hands on Declan. It means the absolute world to me. Do me a favor, hit that like button, share it with a couple of your friends, and don't forget to subscribe. Once again, thank you very much, and I'll see you for another episode of All Hands on Declan.